Trigger warning, guys, this episode has some discussions of controversial political topics. So if you don't agree with us, or if you just don't want to be in that mindset right now, just feel free to skip it for now. And we hope you guys have a great day. Good day, contrarians. Welcome back to another episode of Anxiety. I am Robin, and with me are my fellow co-hosts, Jolly and Question. Today we are, not so subtly, stealing content from Reddit once again. This time we are visiting the subreddit Unpopular Opinions to see who out there just wants to be quirky and different. And to make it fair, we have come up with, /found, some other unpopular opinions ourselves. So be sure to stick around for that. Yes.
Woo!
Yeah,
Okay.
Were you excited for this?
I'm excited.
I just hope I found
I am
something
too.
worthy of talking about.
I don't have much, but I have unique ones, and I'm excited.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with some lighthearted ones, and then we will get down to some controversial political ones.
Ooh.
So we will give a heads up if you guys don't want to listen to that, but if you are, then stick around to the end, because they will be later in the video. But for now, let's get to some silly, lighthearted things. So I will go first, and then we will probably go around in a circle. So, the title is, Cold water is better than hot water for showers, and everyone who disagrees is just addicted to comfort.
Whoa.
Who wouldn't be addicted to comfort?
Right?
I'm sorry, are we not allowed to be addicted to comfort?
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so the post reads, I switched to cold water like a year ago, and I'm never going back. You step in, it sucks for about 8 seconds, and then you feel like you could fight God. Hot showers turn you into a zombie. You stand there for 25 minutes staring at a wall, having fake arguments with people. You get out looking like a boiled shrimp, immediately tired, and somehow need to sit down and recover from the thing that just was supposed to wake you up.
Mm.
Cold water, in and out in 4 seconds. Fully awake, plus skin isn't dry. Not sweating the second you put clothes on. And you feel like a Navy SEAL minus the war crimes. And before someone says, but it's relaxing. Yeah, that's my point. You're not showering. You're standing in a warm waterfall dissociating. The only people who hate cold showers is because the first 8 seconds are uncomfortable, and we've built an entire society around never being slightly uncomfortable for any reason
Whoa.
ever. Your hot shower is a lie. You don't need it. You're just soft.
Whoa.
That's
These
so-
woke liberals dream of
That's
taking
like-
hot showers.
It's like so harsh for no reason.
Yeah.
But
It's not just
So
I
mean.
like this, it's like fuck you for not liking this
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I see their
And that's
point,
kinda-
and man, that is passion. I haven't started taking I take cold showers when I need to be awake, but what I always do is I start warmer and then I just slowly make it colder and colder as the shower goes on. That's what I've been
Interesting.
doing more recently. But I'm not gonna fucking get on a
Right.
hill and shout it to this is the only way.
This person is doing it for the clout. It's like
Really?
waking up early.
This person probably would really like ice baths.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, ice baths are the worst. But like, okay, so this person, I'm assuming because they're trying to wake up, takes showers in the morning.
Mm.
I do not take showers in the morning. I take showers at night / when I'm done with doing mostly productive things, so I can actually sit down on my computer and do stuff. So I understand where they're coming from, where it can make you feel a little groggy, but at the same time, dude, we live in a world where we do have daily comforts. We do have the internet. We do have our phones. Like, having Google Maps is probably the best thing on my phone. But at the same time, our world is uncomfortable as hell, dude. Like, going to work, working long hours doing something you don't care about, being tired, driving home, and then taking a shower and having to go to bed. Like, for a lot of people, that's what their lives are.
Yeah.
Like, on the weekdays. So, like, what's wrong with a comfortable shower?
They're not considering nighttime.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody showers in the morning.
Right.
Every functioning member of society
Right.
showers in the morning.
I hear a
I'm
lot.
not taking a shower at 5 a.m. Everybody else in the house is asleep.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you'd have to wake up ridiculously early to do that. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
I'd
just...
have to wake up earlier than 5.
Exactly. Like, who would want to do that? I feel like people who take morning showers, either they're like the morning grind,
They live
those type
alone.
of people. Yeah, they probably live alone, and or their showers further away from like the bedrooms, or they just don't do anything in the early mornings, and they have the time to wake up like at like 8 o'clock to take a cold shower and then go to the gym or something. Like, I don't know. It's bizarre to me. And also, I take a shower after the gym. Some people take showers before the gym.
Really?
That doesn't make sense.
Some take before and after.
That's freaky. No offense to those people. I'm sure if it works for you, it works for you. But like, I feel like I'd just dry my skin out.
Yeah, I've got pretty dry skin.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So some of the comments are really funny. Somebody said somebody's husky got on their phone again for the cold showers. I think it's really funny. Someone said hot showers is better.
Hot showers is better.
And then somebody replied no, and they have -2 downvotes. Or I guess 2 downvotes. Yes, you're a tough, strong man willing to choose discomfort, and the rest of us are inferior to your mighty masculine energy. Do you want fries with that or not?
Bro, I shouldn't have taken screenshots, because now I don't have access to comments.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's a little silly. Okay, so you guys, who wants to go next?
Shall I go?
Sure.
So we keep it clockwise.
Cool, go ahead.
Okay. This is an unpopular this is an unpopular opinion I have, but it's a popularized unpopular opinion. Pineapple on pizza. I'm not gonna say it belongs there only, ever, at all times. You know, this is the only option. But I like pineapple on pizza. I can't have pizza anymore, but not normal pizza. But pineapple on pizza is good. It's yummy.
So here's also a defense on pineapple on pizza.
Mm-hmm.
We make it wrong. That's the issue.
Oh. Interesting.
It's supposed to be made with thin slices of pineapple, not pineapple chunks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why people don't like it, because you're eating pineapple chunks, not getting the glaze of the fucking pineapple. I mean, like, in when my dad made ham, he would make ham with, like, pineapple. So it would be, like, pineapple sweetened ham and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ham and pineapple go together, but they don't go together like that.
Okay. Here is it a fresh opinion. I hate pineapple on pizza.
Well, I don't eat it.
That's fair.
Shit.
That's fair. However, it is popular, or pineapple on pizza is like one of those things where if you like it, dude, do you. I don't give a frick, okay? But for my opinion, I don't like mixing sweet and savory things. It's not for me.
That's so funny, sweet and savory, because I've been really getting into, like, sausage and cheese with honey on a biscuit.
Interesting.
It's pretty kind of good.
That's fair. Yeah, I just can't mix the two. If I want something sweet, I'll have something sweet. I like dark chocolate because it's bitter and sweet. That's probably the only flavor combination that I like. Don't really like sour and sweet unless it's like maybe Sour Patch Kids, but that's kind of pushing it. So yeah, I'm just not a big fan of sour or salty / sweet / savory. All of that goes together. My brother likes it though, and he's very adamant about it. He's like, "You suck if you don't like it." But I'm like, "Okay, dude." And a lot of the times it goes with ham, and I don't eat ham, so.
That is true.
That's fair enough.
That is another thing that would stop you, huh?
Yeah, so for me it would just be like the pineapple with the cheese and maybe mushrooms and onions, and that just doesn't sound good.
That's not a good
exactly. So it's like, and also I'm allergic to pineapple also. So.
Oh, that also doesn't help, huh?
But cooked pineapple is different. I just don't like how it tastes, personally. Yeah. But if you like pineapple on pizza, you know. You do whatever you want. It's a food preference. Like you're not insulting anybody.
On my pizza besides cheese.
Pineapple does belong on pizza.
You can have whatever opinion you want, man. As long
unpopular
as you're not
opinion. Your unpopular opinion shouldn't cause fights.
So true. Unless it's like something genuinely like problematic.
Literally.
Yes. Which we have some of those coming up. So we'll see. Okay. Jolly.
Scared.
So, I got all my shit from Threads, so they're all, like, short and not stories.
Interesting.
And I took screenshots, so there's no comments. Unless I choose to find one in the middle of the video later. But this first one is a hot take. Markiplier is correct about Poppy Playtime, and I don't think I can do another Poppy Playtime playthrough.
What did Markiplier say?
I don't know. What did he say about it?
It sucked.
It sucked.
The newest one, the newest chapter.
Mm.
See, that's unfortunate because I've never played Poppy Playtime, but I've heard similar things. I do remember my brother was playing one of the chapters, the newer ones. I don't know if it's the newest one, but he was playing one of them, and then he asked me for help. And I was like, dude, I couldn't help you. Dude. It was so complicated. Finally, he did it for like an hour. He finally figured it out. But, I mean, props for him for not looking it up, because I would look that stuff up, like, immediately as soon as I, like, I played, not Elden Ring, what was it? Skyrim. I played Skyrim, and they have, like, puzzles in there, and, like, I get really annoyed really easily with puzzles, and so I tried it for, like, 15 minutes, and I was like, fuck this, and I, like, looked it up, and I was like, that's stupid. I liked it the way I was doing. My way was more creative. And I just gotta, like, gaslight myself into thinking I'm right.
That's how puzzles work.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's crazy, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I think what, like, it kind of boils down to is that, the game just got too popular, and it probably influenced things to go in a direction that is different from the earlier chapters.
I did not watch I only watched, like, maybe the first chapter.
I gave up after the third one.
The last thing I remember is, you opened my case. And that's it.
Yeah.
I've only seen, like, clips. I don't really know a whole lot.
I've seen Mark play the first two, and I think I've seen Mark play half of the third one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you know, if Mark says this one sucks, then
defer to Mark.
I believe him because I didn't really like the rest of them.
I
anyway.
didn't find it interesting.
I heard that it runs pretty bad.
Oh,
like,
really?
it's a big game, but it doesn't. I don't know if the rendering's good or if it's just not optimized. I'm not sure, but I have heard murmurs of that, so I don't know if that's true. But yeah. Okay, so this next one up, I know that myself and Jolly will have a strong opinion on, but I would like to hear your opinions question because you do not have these. Okay. Oh, tattoos are always ugly and a bad decision. And in parentheses, there are very few exceptions.
Whoa.
Which already pisses me off because they're always bad, but they have exceptions. That's a contradictory. But anyway. Okay. If you have a tattoo, I don't care. I just have hated them and think they never look good. They're just tacky, and I think it's idiotic to permanently alter your appearance by putting a permanent marking that may look kind of okay now, but 50 years down the line, it will look like a sagging, faded blob.
Then don't get a tattoo.
Yeah.
This is a person-by-person thing, yeah.
Exceptions with examples, deep personal meaning, deep personal symbolism, cultural reasons, covering up permanent scars, emotional healing or empowerment, medical reasons. Again, many exceptions. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but if you like a tattoo of one of those stupid line art designs, I won't feel bad when you regret it.
Jeez, so
yeah,
right
okay,
for the throat.
Because this is Reddit, which Reddit is very black or white a lot of the time. I mean, definitely some subreddits are definitely better than others, but like
that's how you get the clicks, man.
yeah, exactly. That's how you get all the upvotes. And then the top commenter is, I'm going to go with an even more unpopular opinion and say that deep personal symbolism and emotional healing tattoos tend to be the ugliest and tackiest, cringiest tattoos I see. The typical example is the deadbeat dad who will tattoo their kids' names but be behind on child support.
That's kind of funny.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I got voted that one. That's hilarious. And then somebody said, if there are exceptions, then don't use the word always.
Yeah. That's just annoying because of the error in phrasing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously I don't agree. I like everybody in my life, not everybody in my life, everybody socially in my friend life has a tattoo or two, and I've seen them, and they always look cool. I don't really think they're for me. I don't think it's something I'd give for myself. Maybe someday it'd be like one, like in a hidden location, but one that's also that it'd be okay having a tattoo artist see, like maybe my back. And it'd be something very me, but I don't even really need to see a point for it. But that's just me. Why do you care about what other people do with their bodies, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's annoying.
Beat 'em up.
Oh, there was another comment on here that I can't find, but they, I believe that they were like, see, the thing is, in 50 years, we'll like, maybe the tattoos will fade, but they'll still be cool because it represents a part of your younger life, and you'll at least be cooler than the other grandmas who also have wrinkles. At least you have tattoos.
At least
God.
my wrinkles are
There was a
tattoos.
substitute teacher we had
Yeah.
who was literally like
Tatted up.
80s, in her 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Really wrinkly. Sleeves.
She looked awesome.
Sleeves. I think she even had some like on her collar or neck or something.
Wow.
I don't know. Like, not on her face or anything, but sleeves.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Hella
man.
tattoos.
Colored, too.
Maybe if I were ever to get a tattoo, it'd be a QR code leading to Rick Roll.
That'd be
Oh
really
my
fun.
god. So that's such a millennial
And so easy
thing.
to fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? And, like, because...
And then QR technology just becomes irrelevant at some point.
Right, and, like, when it starts fading, and, like, a lot of the times the lines will, like burst out. Not burst out, but they'll blow out, I guess, is the word my roommate uses. And so it just won't work anymore.
Sends you to a different video.
It probably wouldn't even register as a QR
No, it
code.
wouldn't. That's the realistic
Yeah.
situation.
Okay, question your turn.
Oh, yes, it is. Well, I'm already on my less lighthearted stuff.
Okay.
Okay. This is an opinion that I formed early on in high school. It should be a normalized concept for people to change their name to something of their own choosing when they're not a dumb small kid Timmy anymore. So what I mean by that is, like, give a kid a name, you're Timmy for now, and then eventually they find themselves and, like, oh, this is what I am. I'm Billy. That's another
I'm
kid
Jimmy.
name. I'm Jimmy, not Timmy. Yeah, I feel like that should be a normalized concept, because legally that's the thing you can do.
Yeah, you can
But
do that.
it's not, like, commonplace. It's not the
I
culture.
agree. I thankfully I do like my name, my first name anyway. So, but I know plenty of people that do not like their first name, but then they're like, "What can I do?" I'm like, "Well, you can change it.
You can do something about it.
You can do something if you really
want.
wanted to. I mean, it's
If
annoying,
not legally,
but
then socially.
Yeah.
yeah, right, exactly.
Like, all the name truly is, obviously there's legal names, but all the name truly is just what we refer to a person as, and you have power over that. Obviously, you have to get the word out, but once it's out, then,
yeah.
if you're certain of it, then it'll stick.
Yeah, and there are people who transition and have, or at least have different identities from what they were born with, and they have their names. And I think nowadays that's relatively well respected. Granted, there are a lot of people who don't respect that still, but in general, the people that I surround myself, at the very least, like, respect name changes and stuff, which is really cool. So I'm glad at least that's opening up, and I do agree that it should open up to the general public, to where, like, if you just don't like your name, if your name was something stupid, like, freaking, I'm trying to think of, like, the millennial, like, the Kylers and the stupid names that, like, people will name. Apple. Yeah, no, those children, please change your name, because that must be miserable living like that. I mean, if they like it, they like it, but,
Elon's
like...
kid, the youngest,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, no, that kid is disowning him and changing his name. And first name and last name. For sure. Assuming that they're a decent person when they grow up. But, like, that's crazy. Yeah, Jolly.
Okay, well, I guess let's do this one. Unpopular opinion. Being, quote-unquote, too functional on cannabis is why it scares some people. A substance that doesn't knock you out or make you sloppy challenges outdated drug stereotypes.
Wait, what? Hold on, I need to process.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that. So they're saying that cannabis... People
who function on cannabis.
like, have a bad representation for drugs?
It scares people because it's not what you were taught when you were younger. When you're younger, it's like, drugs are bad.
Yeah.
They fuck you up,
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna ruin your life. And then you see all these people, like, on, like, medical marijuana, too, or something.
Yeah.
And it's actually making them function better
Uh-huh.
than when they are not on medical marijuana, that it just challenges your worldview. And
People
it, like,
just
freaks
don't
you
like
out.
being challenged.
Mm.
Their beliefs challenged.
Yeah.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Skill issue.
It is a skill issue. A lot of these things are a skill issue.
And there's a difference between cannabis and methamphetamine. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like,
No one's functioning on that.
yeah, first of all, I think that the PSAs for cannabis are kind of stupid. A lot of them are completely inaccurate. I do agree that hard drugs should not be taken.
Hard drugs are scary.
They are. Especially, like, the super synthetic ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Breaking Bad is one of my favorite TV
Goodbye,
shows.
brain cells.
And so I, like, see, they have montages where they make the meth, where they, like, do everything, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of steps. Oh my god, I was gonna say William Afton, that is not his Walter White. He's literally a chemist, that he's very good at what he does, so, like, you need to be really smart in order to make good meth, because it's really difficult to do, because it has a lot of steps. And so something like that versus, like, cannabis is, like, theoretically, the less ingredients, the better, right? That's a general statement, but, like,
Pretty much, yeah.
you know, generally.
Dr. Pepper's got a lot of ingredients and it's yummy.
Doesn't
That's
make it
true.
good for you.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's a good
Says the
point.
person who cut it out of their lives.
Yeah, well.
Like an ex.
I
Stop talking to me.
didn't cut it completely, just cutting back. Whoa.
That's funny.
Chilling out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thread ones are very
Seeing
short.
other people.
They're very short.
Yeah.
Seeing other sodas.
They kind of just make their statement and they don't elaborate because, I mean, honestly, do they even need elaboration?
Who wants to read more on threads?
Well, sometimes it's just like, sometimes an unpopular opinion is just, it just makes sense
Yeah.
in a way that, like, they're popular, but people who have the opposite opinion are very, like, attacking of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's only unpopular because you disagree, but, like, a lot of them make sense, especially the ones that I have saved.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Sorry, elaboration's hard.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Okay, so my next one. Getting up early isn't a flex if you go to bed early.
Literally!
I am sick and tired of all these motivational speakers talking about seizing the day by getting up extra early and working out or something. Newsflash, if you go to bed at 8 p.m. and wake up at 4 a.m., you aren't quote-unquote putting in the extra work. You just moved up your sleep schedule. 8 hours is 8 hours, regardless of when it starts/ends.
That's so
Well,
real.
Yeah, but there's something to be said about, like, moving it to that location. I mean, that's more in line with the natural circadian rhythm. But yeah.
No, but not if you get up before the sun.
If you get up before the sun.
Because, like, 4 a.m. is before the sun comes up. So, like, if you plan to get up at, like, 7:30, or maybe 6, I guess, would be closer to maybe 6:30.
Depends on the time of year.
Yeah, time of year where you are at the in the world. But, like if you have, like, specifically, because they have apps where they tell you, like, when the sun rises and sets. So, like, if you have something that's hooked up to that, and, like, you wake up at that time, then I can imagine it being very relaxing.
Yeah,
but,
that's not extra time. It's just, you
Yeah.
just move it.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh, yeah, I don't like the whole grind culture for that because it's really toxic and, like, if you like getting up early, that's perfectly fine. So people just genuinely, that's just works better for them and I'm happy for them, but a lot of the time it's kind of unhealthy if you force yourself to do that and that's not what your body wants, you know? Like, my body prefers to sleep a little bit later and wake up go to bed later. So, you know, like, sometimes you just gotta just follow whatever your body says, right? So, a couple comments. OP, like, responds, there are no benefits to going to bed early. That's my point. You get 8 hours, doesn't matter when. And then somebody says, early bird gets the worm. And then they say, second mouse gets the cheese.
Oh, damn.
Which I haven't heard that in a long time.
That's
So
funny.
it's really funny.
That's
Second
true,
mouse gets the cheese.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, right?
I don't know, I feel like my concept of mouse traps or my idea of mousetraps is that they don't work that often. They get the cheese on the first try anyway and get away.
Also, mice don't like cheese. That's a
They get
misconception.
the whatever, the food.
The peanut butter usually.
yeah.
Because they can't take it and run away. They gotta lick it. They gotta sit and lick it or whatever. I wonder if they ever considered going on the other side of the mousetrap and just not getting snapped.
Wouldn't it still...
If it snaps this, I guess I can't.
Then they'll be upside down.
There's not really a
Visualize
point
it.
in... Yeah.
They'll be upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mousetrap. If they're... Okay, so the neck one is where it comes down and... Yeah, but if they're on this side, they'll just get flung and then upside down. And
I guess if they're standing on it.
Sure. You know what?
Oh, you mean from the side?
I don't know.
Yeah. At some kind of angle. I haven't seen a mousetrap in a long time, so I don't remember exactly.
Literally.
Sorry, I don't
Who
really
uses
think
those
about
anymore?
it. My dad used to, but my parents' old house was slightly less urban, so we had more
Friends.
friends. I feel really bad. I don't like mousetraps. I don't like killing mice, but at the same time, it's like sometimes
There's a way you can trap a mouse without killing it.
a lot of the times they do make their way back though.
That's true.
So I don't know. I guess
They can do a
it's
field 2
unfortunate.
minutes away. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I think the thing is that it's a lot more effort. I once had an ant infestation in my room, and I tried really hard to like disrupt the pheromone trail and move them backwards and show that this is a dangerous spot and what did I use? I don't remember what I used, but I tried to tear gas them in a way without killing them. I didn't use tear gas.
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I used, but something that I think it was vinegar. I put vinegar nearby. Yes, that's what it was. But no matter what I tried, they just kept persisting, and I had to use an ant trap, and I was sad. Yay!
Yeah.
Death is a part of life.
That's true.
The Anyway,
It's your turn.
it's my turn. My next one was gonna be very. I thought of another one in the meantime, so I'll save my more unpopular one.
Oh wow.
So stay.
Is it your death one?
Shit?
Well, you're so predictable.
Well, now I gotta say it.
Well,
Okay,
no,
fine.
you can save it for later. We can elaborate.
All right.
They don't know what we're talking
All
about.
right. Well, okay.
Save it for the
This one, I
audience.
think Distractable did something like what we're doing now with the unpopular opinions, and
Yes.
this is something that Bob said that I also agree with. Scott Cawthon, he made one amazing game, and then he he milked us all dry of all of our coin.
From what I understand, he is not a writer.
No,
He's a game
no.
developer.
Yes.
Yeah, it just there was no plan. At some point, he made
Of
a
course
plan,
not.
but it's just
Made up bullshit.
I don't. Yeah, but it's still a cool world. Cool.
Yeah.
Then,
It's mostly run by the fans, to be
Yes,
honest. And
carried.
the theory crafters. But, the whole idea... Because he was always Scott Cawthon never makes mistakes. Everything is intentional. Since when the fuck did that, appear... When was it normal for a writer to be I don't make mistakes, everything's intentional? I'm sorry, you're not a superhero. I don't know, that's annoying.
I still like FNAF, but it
Yeah.
ate up a small portion of my life, and it was at a time when I didn't really understand that things could be made without meaning. I thought everything had a deeper meaning, and it was impossible for it not to when there were hints at it. And I think that's kind of like a pet peeve, a frustration of my own, having to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But yeah.
That's fair. Jolly.
Okay. So this one's a little bit longer because I do have a comment underneath it. Unpopular opinion. Either the legal age of adulthood needs to be 21 or people should be able to buy beer at 18.
Oh.
It makes absolutely no sense to me that at 18 we require people to become full-fledged adults with full responsibilities, including mandatory draft registration for war, the ability to marry freely, buy property and start corporations, vote and hold government jobs, but they're not mature enough to handle a beer at a brewery.
Yep. No, hard agree. And we talked about that and ever since we were children ourselves,
Literally.
like, talked about this same thing. It's ridiculous.
I definitely see the ridiculousness. I don't know if that's necessarily where I'd go. I think I'd be like, I'd make the joining the army one have to be pushed up further.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that would be my strat. But I definitely agree with the what's the word? The something. the
what?
I can't think of the word. The strangeness of it.
Okay.
We'll just go with that.
Are you going with, like, dissonance or something?
Actually, maybe the dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance. Yeah, I see.
There's something weird about being able to do all this shit at 18, but not being able to do all this shit at 21.
It's
Some people in the comments were saying that the legal age of adulthood should be 25 because of brain development and shit.
Technically, your brain's developing your entire life, but yeah, that's
literally.
where mostly that's where most of it is developed.
That's where it's like, I got it now. Time to go downhill.
See, this is the thing of where we get a little bit political. The reason why, from what I understand, the reason why the military age is so young is because the military, nobody would join the military if it wasn't for the fact that they offered to pay your college, your schooling.
In 18's college
So
age.
a lot of the time, the majority of the people who are drafted into the military
take a gap year.
Yeah, are people that want to do some kind of higher education that will cost a lot of money. And that's another reason why, again, kind of getting into slightly conspiratorial here, why the government is so persistent in having expensive college programs is because who would join the military if because that's the whole thing about the US is like they're so obsessed with the military.
We got a strong military, America.
Literally, they like a significant portion of our taxes go to the military because that's what's so threatening about us.
Yeah, America, we big strong
Boo.
stick.
But anyway,
On a similar note, I saw some people saying that as soon as you were old enough to have a job and pay taxes, which can be younger than the age of 18, you should be able to vote if you're paying taxes. I think
that
because a lot of voting goes is about what your taxes go to and stuff.
Taxation, representation.
Yeah, no taxation without representation.
Interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't remember
The whole thing.
I was like,
What-
they're
what do you-
connected. They should be.
What do you think the age of adulthood should be, though?
I mean, that's tricky. I probably would have chosen 25.
I would agree with honestly both things that
They both have a point.
legal
Yeah.
it should be. I think legal age should be 21, and I think that people should be able to drink alcohol at 18.
You want to slip swap them a little bit.
I want both. Give me both. People like all over the world and Europe, like their legal age is 18 or sometimes younger. Japan, it's 19, or at least Tokyo, I believe.
See, I
Or
think
20, I
also,
don't know.
too, is that's the age you have to be to purchase beer, but it's not illegal to consume it with, like, your parents.
Yeah.
If your parents buy you beer in America, I'm pretty sure that's pretty looked down on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, like, breaking a law, but I know
think it
I know
is.
buying for a minor is definitely illegal. Buying for your own kid is probably illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there might, I don't know, there might be a loophole there. I mean, if you can be a 12-year-old and marry an adult with parental consent, I feel like you can,
Jesus
What?
Christ.
that's
a real thing.
some states, not all states, but some states.
Oh my god. Bro, what is this, the 1900s?
Yeah.
Yes. Literally, yes.
Most of our country is trapped in
The
the past.
I think there should be,
I want to inject neuroplasticity in all of them.
yeah.
Think! Change! Thinking is just a fancy word for changing your mind.
It's too difficult.
Ah!
Less money.
I feel like it would make it very, like, even and rounded out in like a numerical way. You know how like when you change the volume on a TV, it has to be an even number divisible by 5. I think the age of adulthood should be 20.
No, that's like what a lot of people do. It's like they'll turn up the volume, but then their brain.
If the volume's at 17, they have to change it.
I wonder if that's why my computer volume goes up in 2s. I'm not allowed to get any smaller than that.
That's so funny. I think a lot of computers do that.
That's so funny.
It's the same, but it's going. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure our TV does it like numerically normal, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't think about it anymore. When I was a kid, I used to think about it.
Really?
But nowadays, I don't.
I don't think I have thought. Maybe.
I think it's just a thing where people would claim, "Oh, it's my OCD."
See,
in quotes, but.
Some old TVs, though, I don't know if you remember this, but, like, older TVs, the volume was just a bar with no numbers, and it would just, like, fill up the bar and shit, or it would be, like, little blocks or something.
I remember that. I don't remember that, but I know what you mean.
I remember.
It would sure as hell make me think about it a lot less.
I was in my mom's ovaries.
I remember.
I saw it through her vision.
Whoa, that's.
if I can eat in the womb, I can experience sound.
For real.
Oh my goodness.
Well, actually,
I can hear the difference between 15 decibels and 16 decibels. Turn that shit up one, mother.
Yeah.
Mother.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Mother, I hunger.
Sorry.
Eat some chips.
Eat some chips.
Nom, nom, nom.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
My next one. This is my last one before we get controversial. So,
Ooh.
home cooked meals are overrated. I can honestly say that McDonald's is more tasty than the average home cooked meal I've had in my life. I've had meals from great cooks, bad cooks, and everything in between. Home cooked meals always taste better, home cooked meals always taste like it's missing something. This is especially true with home-cooked burgers.
Fucking MSG.
Yeah, right? The restaurant always tastes better for some reason, even if you copy the ingredients exactly. There's nothing worse than just wanting something... This is where it gets, like, kind of weird, unhinged. There's nothing worse than wanting something nice, professionally cooked food, and your girlfriend reminding you about the bland, mid-to-shitty casserole she cooked that's in the fridge.
Oh my god, you just hate your girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Girl, I'm on this earth for maybe 70 years. I don't have to eat mid-food. I love you and I appreciate that you're cooking, but a man's gotta eat some good eats, bro. I'm sorry, babe, but you don't have the same culinary genius, the same gastronomical brilliance as the pimply 17-year-old grill cook at Whataburger.
Okay, a lot to unpack there. I disagree.
Cook for yourself, bitch.
I fucking disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, so home cooked meals, yummy as fuck. My mom cooks most of the meals at the house, and they're delicious, yummy.
Delicious, yummy.
Yeah, but I understand the like chemical.
It is the
drive
chemicals.
of grease in my gob.
That's what it is.
But that's why they make them that way, because it's addicting and you can just keep eating more. It's very unhealthy. Like home cooked meals have a purpose. And you can make them yummy or put some fucking pepper on it, dude. When in doubt, I put some like salt and pepper on, like any seasoning, but salt and pepper does the trick, and it makes everything better. And you don't have to put that much, just like tiny little bit, and it's delicious.
In the comments, he says that he does cook very often, and he still feels like it's not as satisfying. So
Also misogyny.
I don't want to assume their gender, but
I'm assuming straight man.
Yeah,
It felt like it.
Yeah.
Literally, I was texting you guys the other day. I had a really long day at work.
Oh, yes.
And then I came home and my grandpa tried a new recipe, and it was literally the best thing I'd had in like ages. I swear to God. It was just...
Yeah.
I got home, I was like, man, today was shit. I reheated the shit in the microwave, mind you. Leftovers... Never as good as fresh food, but let me tell you, amazing.
Yum.
I would have loved to have been there when it was made.
Yeah.
You said it like turned your day around.
It really fucking did. It was like a miserable day.
That was the day that
Was that Monday?
I think that was the day you
It was either Monday or
bad
didn't
Wednesday.
have a cook.
Yeah, it was shit, yeah.
Yeah. I commented, actually.
Oh.
I said, this screams I'm an American to me. I have heard people from other countries, Southeast Asia comes to mind, gush about how great their mom's home cooking is and how nostalgic it is. As an American, I can confidently say that a lot of the traditional home-cooked meals here are kind of bland and boring, especially as a pescatarian. Restaurants have way more variety, since many home cooks may not have the finances to experiment in the kitchen and probably resort to what they know / what is cheapest. The reason why I agree with you is because of the food you surround yourself with, rather than the fact that it's a home-cooked meal. Sorry, I said that kind of weird at the end there.
At the end there, but you know.
Yeah. I personally, I haven't had a good home-cooked meal in, honestly, I can't remember one time where I can confidently say that I enjoyed a home-cooked meal. My mom cooked a decent amount, but a lot of the food that she ate, that we ate, like, I had meat in it, and, you know, I just don't remember fondly. So, you know, it is whatever. Like, the food I eat now is purely for nutrients. I don't love the taste, but it is what it is, you know. So, yeah. Question?
All right, my turn. Okay, here's the big one. You already guessed it. You guessed it. Death is just another plague for us to cure.
Okay.
Alright, do you want to elaborate on your point?
I can.
Before
Yeah,
you...
We've talked about this before.
We have.
Not on the podcast, but we have in person.
We got heated about it, and then we...
I don't know about heated. We
No.
didn't
No,
get
like,
angry.
Yeah.
Excited.
Passionate.
Yes. That's the one.
It went on for like an hour.
Yeah. This is something that I've always felt, because I think it was just so tragically small, this experience, and so often cut short for so many people. But even if it's not, it's still... It's so tiny, and I want to watch the last star die out, and I will not get to have that experience because of my pitifully small human lifespan, and it saddens me. In a world where we cure death, I believe it should be a choice for people, because, you know, I'm not gonna make somebody, you now have to live forever, because there's consequence to that. Obviously, continued working, and I'm assuming that aging is solved in this hypothetical.
Yeah.
This conundrum.
This conundrum, I almost said.
Yeah.
Because obviously that would just be hell. That's what people always imagine. Like, oh, you'd outlive everyone. I'm imagining this is a societal thing. Like, everybody has the option for it. Obviously, your good points were that it would never happen in the way that I imagine it to. The ideal.
With, like, the medical system and insurance companies. And also, overpopulation's a huge issue. We already have an issue of overpopulation and of being kind of a parasite on the earth, being an invasive species. Asterisk there, because obviously it's more complicated than that. But in a very broad sense, we do take up a lot of space, and we require the most resources out of any large animal. But I was thinking about this, and I think that my personal opinion, because my personal opinion was leaned on to the more, I want to follow my natural body cycle because it's what's natural. I thought about it more, and I think that's a stupid argument, considering naturally we don't have vaccines.
We die of dysentery naturally.
Right. Naturally, I would have died a long time ago. So, you know, I think I would be more flexible. And I would like more time on the earth, I think, to try things and explore. But I wouldn't want to live for a long time.
I'm a bit extreme.
It's pointless.
No, it's not pointless. What? Oh, Milk Dromeda. Oh, watching our galaxy collide with another. Doesn't that excite you?
Not really.
No.
Space is big and empty. It's not like a cataclysmic thing. It's just kind of like emerging.
Kind of scary.
Everything's scary. This whole thing is scary. You know what killed the dinosaurs? That happened, and that's not a Milk Dromeda level event. Come on, Oh.
Yeah.
Curiosity compels me.
That's fair.
It has always and it always will, and if it doesn't anymore, I'm not there, I'm dead. Kill whatever's left.
If curiosity has no fans, I'm dead.
No, if curiosity no longer exists within me, something went wrong and you need to take it out back.
That's crazy.
I am diseased. That's such an insane opinion.
Obviously, I don't expect you guys to agree. I already know.
I have gotten more flexible over time to where I can...
And I see your points with the realistic side of things. I'm a very idealist vision of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It would just never work out like that.
But maybe someday, maybe it could. Maybe after my lifetime, maybe some other...
There's too many shitty people in the world for that to happen.
Maybe we finally move past that. Well, look at all what we've moved past so far.
can't...
We wear clothes now as a species. Isn't that just weird? I don't know. Things change. Obviously, we're still very primal.
We still haven't moved past racism.
We gotta get past that first.
And homophobia.
Probably. Yeah.
As a society...
Yeah.
I mean, there's way more cooler people in the world now, but
I think we have
still
bigger fish
a lot
to
of
fry.
assholes out there.
Humanity has way bigger issues that they need to fix before they tackle that. They have bacteria that need to eat tumors.
Some people don't deserve this luxury, and those exact people are going to be the first ones to get it.
That's the best argument against.
And the money will be hoarded into only a few families, a few groups. And everybody else will be there to suffer, and then their, unfortunately, miserable lives will just be longer. They'll just spend more time in that sad area.
It couldn't happen right now, and realistically be a good thing.
Yeah.
But I believe in a possible future where it is as I imagine it, but it's not right now. Yeah. And I'll die before I reach
It's a nice thought, for sure. Yeah, I could imagine that.
I want to watch Saturn lose its rings.
There's a show that you might like. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's a K-drama, but it talks about exactly that, of like what if the age crisis was destroyed. Like people could still die from other ways, but at least aging is pretty much gone. Mm-hmm. So you should look into that. I will let you know if I can find the title. Are you getting into politics, or you still have some lighthearted ones?
So, I mean, should we get into the politics now?
I think that I think the two of us should pick one more story. Because you're done, right?
Yeah, I ran out.
Okay, so we should each pick one more to do.
Ooh, which one of these? Two of them are very similar. Okay.
If we have more time, you can read your other one.
Okay, so, this one's also from Threads. My apparently unpopular opinion is that addicts deserve food, housing, and support even if they're still in active addiction.
Yeah? What?
What? Yes.
You've never heard anybody argue against this?
Yeah, but they're people that I don't associate with anymore.
Literally.
AKA my family. Sorry, what?
It's an unpopular opinion.
To believe that people who are struggling deserve help?
Yeah.
Because they think that they're leeching off the government.
I see. Okay.
Same with, like, disabled people that can't work.
Oh, my goodness.
Or unemployed people.
Right, I see.
Who are actively looking for jobs that get employment benefits.
I think you forget people are struggling right now sometimes. I mean, everybody's struggling, but there's so many different types of struggles that it's kind of easy to forget some struggles when you're focusing on other struggles. One big struggle is that people go through addiction. It's a very unfortunate thing. They deserve the support they need to get better. And in the meantime, that means having food and a place to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trigger warning, controversial.
So many addicts out there are fucking, like, homeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, like, okay.
Because they get kicked out.
Yeah, because they get kicked out because they don't have access to food or water or basic needs. And the government doesn't support them. Same with, like, just homelessness in general. They don't care about them. They implement infrastructure to prevent homeless people from being relaxed, like the benches and the
bar in the middle of the bench.
Yeah, stupid shit. Yeah, like that, or like ever since I was a kid, I've been told never to give cash to homeless people because they would just go spend it on drugs. You know.
Imagine telling your kid that. What's a drug? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Okay?
about it. Don't do it, but don't worry about it.
Don't do it, but don't worry about it.
Don't think about it. But I have a thirst for knowledge, parent. No?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think that they should get all of that plus actual helpful counseling and like therapy. I can putting myself into the position because I have had debates with many people who did agree that these people should not get those benefits. Putting myself in that position, I can very basically understand the debate of where these people, they're not contributing to society and they're getting all of these benefits that's enabling them. But in reality, these people are still struggling heavily, even if they do have benefits. If they were mentally sound enough to make the decision, they would probably not be on drugs. Most people would very likely, if they could guarantee a house and a place for food and they can have their family and all of that stuff, I can guarantee most people would choose that. The issue is addiction, is it genuinely messes with your mind and your mindset, right? So, like, since when did empathy run out? Like, seriously. And also, we spend all of our money on the fucking military. It's not going to the people who need benefits. It's just a giant mask, like, that the Republicans use to just ignore the actual issue at hand. The reason why it's such a huge issue is because of the freaking government, you know? Like, blaming it on these people rather than blaming it on themselves or what they're spending their money towards. So many politicians get billions of dollars to run their campaigns. Where's that going? To advertising, to other advertising companies. And then it's one big loop, you know?
No, and it just goes in a fucking circle.
It does. Especially nowadays, dude. Sucks, man. Give it to the homeless people. At least they'll do something with their lives. Jesus Christ. Instead of the people who are actively abusing others. Hot take.
Have some empathy.
Hot take.
Try. Always try to walk a mile in someone else's shoes. Yeah. Always try.
And I also do understand that seeing someone close to you going through addiction is really frustrating and hard and draining on yourself. There are medical professionals counseling. Like, you don't have to directly fucking house someone if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But let some of your tax dollars go to some fucking centers or whatever.
I can only imagine how difficult it would be to... Because you don't want to enable them, but also you want to make sure that they're safe and that they're healthy, right?
Challenging.
So, yeah, I can only imagine.
Doesn't mean you dehumanize.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You don't blame the person because they're going through something seriously painful, right? Blame the government for also condoning that stuff. Not condoning, I guess, but like...
Systemic.
Yeah, it's a systemic issue for sure. Okay, moving on to which might be our last one, who knows, depending on how long it takes, is also very controversial. Liberals and Republicans are children for cutting people off out of their lives due to opposing political beliefs. There's not much else to say. I mean, sure, if one or the other is forcing their ideals down each other's throats when the other has asked for them to stop, why not? If it's because you can't stand them because of their political beliefs only, then you are indeed a child and need to grow up. There will be people with opposing views on this planet, and you will never be able to completely see eye to eye with a person. There are good people on both sides, and they believe what they believe due to their own personal reasons.
You don't fucking get it.
You don't understand.
That's not... The point isn't that. I'm not friends with you because you're a Republican. I'm not friends with you because you're actively choosing to harm people.
Because you don't believe in human rights.
Because you don't believe they deserve the same rights as you.
Yeah.
Because fucking 10 years ago, politics were just, should we raise taxes or should we pay for this, blah, 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 blah. How do we improve the economy? Do we do it this way or that way? Now it's fucking, oh, I'm on one side because I think America should be an all-white nation, all Christian, all white, no gay people nation.
Yeah.
And then the other side of people are like, hey, so, America the melting pot, what happened to that?
Some people just want to live.
Some people just want to fucking live their lives.
And I completely understand that there are plenty of liberals and Democrats that are terrible people and that will weaponize their beliefs to harm others. There are terrible people from both sides, don't get me wrong. But the people who are cutting other people out of their lives for their own sanity, nothing wrong with that. They have every right to do that. And I am biased here because I have been in this situation many times. Somebody replied to one of the responses of, there will always be people with opposing views on this planet. Somebody replied to that and said, sometimes opposing views are so disgusting that I'd rather not associate with them. For example, I've removed MAGA people from my life. There's a certain type of extreme stupidity and heartlessness that I feel nauseous being around, regardless of how nice they are to me.
Yes. There's also a big difference between Republican and MAGA.
Yeah.
There are anti-Trump Republicans out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because being a Republican does not mean being MAGA. They're not the same thing. They're often... It's a very big...
Some connections there.
It's a Venn diagram. It's only like a sliver of people on the outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like mostly the same, but there is a difference. It's just, for example, I'm queer, and for example, this family member voted for Trump or whatever, and supports these decisions in. Do you hear about Kansas with the driver's licenses?
No.
All trans people in Kansas got their licenses revoked because there is a new bill that states that basically says that your birth sex has to align with the sex on your driver's license, or the gender on your driver's license, or whatever. Your birth name has to be the same as your driver's license name. So trans people who legally got their name changed are, without warning, by the way, like, they passed this bill and immediately enacted it, like, soon after, with, like, no warning. All of these trans people lost their ability to get around the fucking city they live in. Because they're trans,
it's
literally.
Been seen as forgery for their license. That's insane.
Like, all their licenses are literally revoked, and so it's harder to get to work. It's harder to make your money. It's harder to pay your bills. Suddenly
Literally
you're
just
fucking
survive
homeless.
in an impossible system already. Trans people are already at a huge disadvantage of being in the world, let alone without these handicaps. That's insane.
It is insane. I did see somewhere, allegedly, I didn't fact confirm this, but allegedly, like, Uber is giving out heavily discounted rides to trans clients because of the situation, so
if
that
that's
they can
true,
still
that's
get around.
good.
If that's true, that's good. If it's not, why would you get my hopes up like that? That's so sad.
That's actually, that's so mean.
But, like, I don't know. Let's say I literally marry a woman, and you are, I don't know, like, my aunt or something that, like, voted for Trump or something. I don't think I have an aunt that voted for Trump, but, like, let's pretend
Examples.
I did.
Pretend hypotheticals.
Like, you're literally being like, oh, yeah, I think they should overturn gay marriage, and it's just like, okay, so me and my wife are just not gonna talk. So me and my wife are just gonna, like, go to your Thanksgiving now?
Yeah,
like,
right? We're gonna show up to
me and my
functions.
Not wife anymore because it's not legal anymore or something?
You know what also pisses me off is when people only care about people in the LGBTQ community, people who are people of color, or whatever. They only care when it affects them. I've had this experience firsthand. They only respect people's pronouns once their kids start claiming to be non-binary or trans or whatever, and then they start doing it, and then they acknowledge theirs, and then, but not anybody else's. It's...
Ooh, yeah. Or, like, the exact opposite, where it's just like, I don't care if, like, your kid is trans, but my kid can't be trans.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that happen to people. in our friend circle in high school that happened to one of our friends, where it's just like, oh yeah, I'll respect your pronouns, but if my kid transitions, I'm not respecting that because I didn't raise them to be that way.
Oh,
you know
suck
what
a
I mean?
dick. Jesus Christ.
That's not how it works.
Some people just deserve.
Because it's not
not
all
being
about that.
public.
A vote for Trump is a vote for ICE, essentially.
A vote for Trump is a vote for
mass deportations, literal executions.
hell on earth.
Literally, people are being executed in the streets. There's been so many. Just as of 2026, there has been several murders done by ICE agents. And it's just like, why wouldn't I cut somebody off for that? You know what I mean?
I haven't said much, but you know I'm glad I let you guys go because on the surface, I feel like this, well, like you said, this person doesn't get it. They if we're disconnecting this from reality, yeah, sure, it's it's good to hear other perspectives, but it's just not that simple. This felt very straw man-y. They're
I agree.
Yeah.
When was this post made?
2 days ago.
The face
with
says
all that has happened, if this was like
several,
the first Trump election
several years,
or something, you know what I mean? Because even then, a lot of people already knew he was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? But some people were like kind of blind to it, especially when that term ended, because not as much, a lot of fucked up shit happened then, but not as much fucked up shit happened then. And to post that 2 days ago, I can't even tell you how many people have died since Trump entered office as a direct result of Trump being in office. You know what I mean? Americans. Yeah. You know, the people
who deserve a right to be in the country.
So much to piece of shit.
It's just beyond words.
You were a piece of shit.
Yeah. For context, OP says a bunch of political shit in his posts, then proceeds to argue with everyone like parents do with their kids. And also, now, I think this is a recent development, assuming by looking at the comments, all of their posts are hidden. Fucking coward.
Coward.
Come meet me in the streets. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Look. If this was made November 6th.
Yeah.
You know.
2 days ago.
You don't know what happens yet. You know what I mean? No, it's already been a year.
No justification.
My strategy for dealing with something like this kind of comment, is just to presume that they just want the clout. They're just typing it. Like, they don't...
rage baiting.
Or, you know, okay, I'm a child. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe we are children because we were never able to mature in this society.
Deep.
Because we were so traumatized.
I am child, and this is deep.
Yeah, I'm 13, this is deep.
Oh my god. Because... what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, who are you to say that, really?
A clout seeker, or rage, but what's it called? Is it clout?
Rage baiter.
Rage baiting?
Rage baiter.
Like, that has to be rage bait. Like, no way.
Click seeker.
Yeah. Validation seeker. Pathetic person.
That's my headcanon, so I can sleep tonight.
Agreed.
We are over time.
Yeah.
And this is a very sad note to end on.
You know... I will say, this is why we have our happy segment every other week, because we need to focus on the good things in the world. Because there are plenty of good things. It just gets overshadowed by how depressing the world is right now. Specifically America, but everywhere in the world right now is really depressing. So, if you're out there, especially if you are queer, or a person of color, or a marginalized community in general, please be safe out there. Think about yourself. First and foremost, think about your very, very close loved ones, like your partners or your children, okay? And do your best out there, because it is so difficult, and I wish you all the luck, and I genuinely hope that you guys are all safe and happy. Doing your best. The world fucking sucks right now, but I'm holding out hope that it'll get better at some point, so we'll see.
Gonna get through it.
At some point.
Some point. And hopefully it's in our lifetime.
Jesus. Oh my God. Anyway, next week...
Jesus fucking Christ. No wonder nobody wants to have kids.
Yeah, right? Jesus. Yeah. So, yeah. Stay safe out there. If you enjoyed our discussions, feel free to like and subscribe or do whatever form of support the other platforms have. And stay tuned for our next episode coming next Wednesday. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.